Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the fifth lecture, Interior of the Earth, and this lecture is related to volcano. A volcano is an opening in the crust of the earth connected by a conduit to an underlying magma chamber through which molten lava, volcanic gases, steam, and pyroclastic material ejected. The narrow opening of a volcano is called a vent. The upper part of the vent is called crater, and crater is a saucer-shaped structure that it appears on the crust of the earth. The layers below the solid crust is mantle. It has higher density than that of the crust. Volcanic bombs, ash, dust, and gases such as nitrogen compounds, sulfur, carbon monoxide, and minor amounts of chlorine, ammonium chloride. The mantle contains weaker zone called asthenosphere. So because this is a weaker zone, so easily cracks are appear there when this hot magma passes through it. It is from this that the molten rock materials finds their way to the surface. Magma ejected during volcanic activity. It deposited on the surface is called lava. Now next point is energy is released. It turns into molten material. Pressure is caused due to faulting. Fissures are caused due to excessive pressure and gases. So due to excessive pressure and gases, fissures are appeared. The hot rock material turns into liquid and it is called magma and rises up. And when it appears on the crust of the earth, then it cools down and it is called lava. Volcanoes are classified on the basis of nature of eruption and the form developed at the surface. Major types of volcanoes are as follows from your syllabus. First of all, it is shield volcano. Shield volcanoes are the largest of all volcanoes. The Hawaiian volcanoes are the most famous examples. These volcanoes are made up of basalt. It is very fluid when erupted. Lava moves in the form of a fountain and throws out the cone at the top, develops into cinder cone. Now next it is composite volcano. So what is composite volcano? These volcanoes are characterized by eruption of cooler and more viscous lava than basalt. So when we compare this, the composite volcanoes, these volcanoes are characterized by eruption of cooler and more viscous. It is viscous in nature, sticky in nature than basalt. They are explosive. Such explosive eruptions are caused due to sudden escape of gases and steam. A large amount of rock particles and dust is thrown up to great heights in the atmosphere. Example, Fujiyama, Japan, Mount Saint Mayen, Philippines. These are the two examples. Now next is caldera. So These are the most explosive of the Earth's volcanoes. Calderas are most explosive. There is many vent. If you see this shield and composite, there is only one vent, but in caldera there are 2, 3 or many vents are there. So that's why it ejects this magma, a lot of magma, and it makes a pool. So these are the most explosive of the Earth's volcanoes. They tend to collapse on themselves rather than building any tall structures, because this magma, too much magma in a large quantity, so they cannot build any tall structure. It usually has a number of smaller vents and can also contain a large crater lake. The magma chamber supplying the lava is not only used but is also in close vicinity, so its flow not to the large extent. It collected in the close areas only. The largest caldera of the world is Aso in Japan, in 27 kilometer by 16 kilometer. Alaska and Aleutian Island. These are the two examples of caldera. Now next is flood basalt volcano. So what are flood basalt volcano? These volcanoes outpour highly liquid, highly fluid lava that flows for long distances. Some parts of the world are covered by thousands of square kilometers of thick basalt lava. And this is the best example of our country, Deccan Traps from India. Presently, most of the Maharashtra plateau and this trap or this peninsula is very rich in mineral. So this is a positive point of volcanoes, because they provide us a lot of minerals. Now next is mid oceanic ridge volcano. These volcanoes occur in oceanic areas. Mid ocean ridges more than 70,000 kilometers long that stretches through all the ocean basins. Now next it is, what do you understand by intrusive form of volcanoes? Briefly describe various intrusive forms. So this is intrusive forms. Intrusive forms means the lava that cools within the crust. That lava, whatever I have explained you earlier here, just before it. So here lava, this magma, it comes out and lava, it cools down on the crust. And here this lava, this magma, it doesn't appear on the crust. Below the crust, it cools down and it forms various types of structure, and it is called intrusive forms of volcano. The lava that cools within the crust portions assume different types, different forms, and these forms are called intrusive forms. So first of all, I want to tell you about batholith. Batholith is the most important one of intrusive volcano. This is the largest intrusive form made by solidification of molten lava within the earth. So I tell you, you people, listen very carefully this chapter and you write notes in your copy. So this is usually hundreds of kilometers long and 50 to 80 kilometers wide. Example, the Idaho of USA, 40,000 square kilometers. The Coast Range batholith of Canada is larger. Now next is laccoliths. Next is laccoliths. Laccoliths, when magma pushes the upper layer with great force and assumes dome shape, a laccolith is formed. So when magma pushes the upper layer with great force and dome type of structure is formed, it is called laccolith. Example, western part of North America. Next is lapolith. In certain cases, magma solidifies in saucer shaped. Okay, in previous one laccoliths it is dome shaped, here it is saucer shaped. So if you remember by these terms, it will be very easy for you to learn. Okay, so saucer shaped and lapolith is formed. So here magma, it solidifies in which shape? Saucer shape. Example, South America has several lapoliths. South America. Now phacolith. So what are phacolith? Okay, phacolith, when magma deposited in a wave like form. Already I have underlined it in my notes also. This magma deposit, so it depends on the how this magma it cools down, and how it cools down, the structures are formed. When magma deposited in a wave like form, it is called phacolith. They are arranged one above the other between various layers of rocks. Example, sedimentary rocks. Now next is sills. Sills are formed when magma is deposited in parallel layers. Sills means the magma is deposited in the parallel layers, or you can say horizontal sheet. Example, MP, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. These are the examples for sills. Now last one is dikes. When the lava makes its ways through cracks and fissures. So when lava makes its ways through cracks and fissures developed in the land, it solidifies perpendicular. So what is the difference between sills and dikes? Sills, the magma it cools down in the horizontal manner, horizontal sheets. Here in dikes it cools down perpendicular to the ground. So it gets cooled in the same position to develop a wall-like structure. Example, Maharashtra area, Deccan Traps. Now NCERT questions, you have to do MCQs and question answers. Whatever question answers are given in your NCERT, and some questions more I have given you here. What do you understand by earthquake? Explain about earthquake waves. Why do earthquake waves develop shadow zone? Everything you will get in my notes, whatever notes I have given you. What are the direct and indirect sources about the interior of the earth? Explain about the structure of the earth. What are volcanoes? Explain about their types. What do you understand by intrusive forms? Briefly describe various intrusive forms. And note, you have to go through these notes. You will get every answer in these notes on these lectures. Now here I have provided you diagrams. So in the first diagram, what do you see? In the first diagram you can see very well, this is a simple diagram of volcano. This one is vent, this magma, it enters through the vent and then it makes fissures. Okay, and it appears in the form of crater on the crust. Now next diagram, it is cinder cone. So it cools down. It appears like fountain if you see this picture carefully. Now next one is caldera. Caldera, this is a composite cone volcano. Composite cone, it forms a cone like structure at the top. Now next is caldera. This caldera, it looks very beautiful. So here many vents are there, you can see in the diagram, and it produces a lot of lava, and it collects in the vicinity, in the nearby areas, so that's why it makes a pool like structure. Then last one is, it is the intrusive volcanic form. So everything it is given. This is phacholith, this is lapolith, this is stalk, and this is lapolith. Batholith is the largest one. Dikes, already I have told you, if you see in this diagram, so magma cools down in the form of perpendicular, and it forms a structure, wall like structure. Sills, if you see, so they deposit in the form of layers, parallel layers are there. And this one, it is lapolith. Lapolith, you can see, so it is saucer like structure. Clear? Saucer shape structure, as I told you, lapolith. Then laccoliths. Next is a laccoliths. So it is formed a dome like structure. So laccolith and lapolith, there is difference between these two if you see this diagram carefully. So that's all. Thank you for today, and then my next lecture I will start your 4th chapter. Okay, so for exam you have to prepare the 1st chapter, 3rd chapter and 4th chapter. Thank you. That's all.